Hey guys, DaBausseGaming here, bringing you some more threes. This is RLP with a Holy Pally, Roguelock Pally. We're playing against Ret DK Disc. So I sapped the Pally, the Ret, and we open on the DK as hard as we can. I was recording these fraps while streaming, so my camera move look speed was messing up a lot, so I was kind of like messing up all game. So we pretty much just keep on the DK as long as we can, and keep pressure on their side. As you see here, he's getting really low even through the AMS, and I would try to bomb on him in kidney, but as you saw, he got out of it quick enough due to AMS being up, so I had no crippling on him. I should have waited for AMS to fall off, but I got cocky, and I realized we needed to get a kill before they pressured Sacred too hard. So here you can see they're getting Sacred really low. Thought he'd have to bubble here, but he didn't want to waste it, and he knows there's a priest on the team, so it gets dispelled, so he didn't want to have to rely on it. So he lives as long as he can without the bubble. There's a lot of stuff going on by now at this point in the game. A lot of cooldowns have been blown, and Sacred's still getting low. Over here, he finally has to bubble. The priest couldn't get it off because he's still too defensive, having to heal. Here, my luck blankets the priest, and the DK goes down. Go mage.
Yeah.
I mean rogue.
Oh my god. Different team, but it's fucking
is it really? Oh my god. Going for sap.
I'm sapped. There's rogue.
Yeah, they're dang.
Oh my god, dude, you're on the other side from me.
I bombed on you.
You're 10 miles away.
Oh my god. I'm trailing blind. Disarmed rogue. Rogue's disarmed.
I popped arm mastery.
Oh my god, fuck that fear path.
Oh my god, mage might die.
Or mastery.
He's dead, he's dead.
Nice, nice.
I can't
heal or
mastery.
Alright, now here's some more RLS. We're playing against Resto Shaman, Affliction Lock, Shadow Priest. Our main target here is either, well, anything's good here. Shadow Priest, Lock, and Shaman are all easily killable targets. I got knocked out of stealth due to the AoE from the Priest, which I wasn't expecting because I'm really smart, obviously. So we just start out in the Lock pretty hard. As you can see here, we already forced the port, which is really good for us. I bomb on the Lock now, seeing he has no port, but I get disarmed, and it kind of ruins it, seeing I already trinketed the fear earlier. However, if you look, the Shadow Priest is at half health, even lower actually, forced dispersed already by the Lock's damage alone. Gigasnail's tearing him up a new one. I'm continuing damage on the Lock, who's about half as well, and the Shaman's struggling to heal both up. Shaman just dispelled a UA, and he just comes out of it with the Lock down to 30-ish%, and he has to hard cast a heal, and I Shadow Step kick him. Shaman finally comes out of the kick, and the Lock's still in deep trouble here, so I try to bomb on him, but the Shadow Priest life grips him. That life grip pretty much saved the Lock's life because it pulled him out far enough of the bomb for the Spirit Link to register on him, which saved him completely. So we're not doing much here except for I land a full blind on the Shaman, which was great, but then I get coiled and it stops a lot of our uptime. I get dispelled quite fast, but we're not putting out enough pressure to get a kill here, but the Shaman's just so far behind, he has no cooldowns left from all of that damage we've just done. He's used everything, Spirit Link, NS, and the Priest is struggling to heal as well, but we eventually just get the kill due to him not having anything left from our endless CC and just spam damage. And awesome news, Gigasnail got his 2200 off this game. He was just a crunch down of the amazing amount of pressure we did. Gigasnail up top with 822,000 damage after that short amount of time, which almost doubled the other Lock's damage. The Priest only at 400k, and I'm up at 600k with my horrible gear, which is ridiculous for the amount of CC we had as well. RLS is a really extremely amazing comp if played right, as well as really forgiving. You can mess up a lot and still recover, which is really ridiculous. Here's an example of one of those forgiving things I'm talking about. We're going against an RMP with a Holy Pally that has legendary daggers on the rogues, and it's a ridiculously good team. So they open extremely hard on our Shaman. I'm just trying to get the rogue here off of our Shaman, so I go up here to disarm him. I get the disarm, and then I pretty much just try to swap back on the mage because we really need to stop the mage as well. I cheap the mage and he blinks out into the open, so I'm just thinking we really need to go hard on this mage. However, the rogue just bombed on my Shaman, and my Shaman's taking some crazy damage just off the rogue alone. But we're keeping the mage off him, so I bomb on the mage, force the first block, so we know that we have a chance now if we can survive long enough. So the mage just has a block and we get right back on him. I get deeped off him, and our shaman cannot spare the global dispel. Dispelling while getting globaled by a rogue block or rogue mage is extremely difficult, and I get ringed here. So all that's really happening here is now I'm just getting CC'd off of everything, and I can't help it at all because I'm just sitting Frost Novas. We go extremely hard on the rogue here though, seeing we didn't know he had the legendary daggers and Vile until after we looked him up. But we realized he was squishy once we went on him here, so we just decided to go on him for a bit. We disarm him here to stop some more of his damage because he's still pressuring, even with us on him, which is quite ridiculous. We get him really low here, but he vanishes, so I just call it a switch right back onto the mage, who's in horrible positioning right now. So here the mage blinks in pretty much our spot next to our lock support, but my block is getting blown up here. I gouged the rogue off him. Lock was about to die, but our shaman barely keeps him up. So ultimately here things are looking kind of bad. Our lock's still low and our shaman's already used NS and Spirit Link. We've forced a lot of their cooldowns though on the other hand. So we're just continuing to hit the mage for a bit here. Here I get put into a poly, and the rogue speared off into nowhere, who I try to sap, but I get re-polyed, so the rogue continues to go onto my lock. I decided to just open on the rogue again, seeing we know that now that he's squishy and he's down 1 vanish. However, I get fully blinded, which stops their pressure, and they go extremely hard onto my shaman. If you just saw there, he got really low, and he's still low, so I disarm the rogue, and we're just really trying to survive again here. We're just on the complete defensive. I'll triple house them though, and my shaman's able to pick himself steadily back up. The rogue's getting extremely low here, and I bombed on him again. We try to go for a kill here, but we have absolutely no CC for the Holy Pally, so he's just slowly topping him back off again. I trigger the deep freeze, trying to possibly still keep out the pressure, but I get ringed out of that. But if you look at the mage's health here, he's about half as well. And I decide we need to swap mage here, who's in the open, once again in a bad spot. Here the mage uses his second block, and I'm debating going back rogue here. But as we see here, the mage broke his block for absolutely no reason while he's still at half health. However, the pally heals him pretty much up to 100% again, and I get deeped off again. Now they're back onto my shaman once again. However, my lock coils the rogue off, so the shaman had enough time to heal himself a bit. I grow out the mage. The rogue's finally making his way back, and our shaman got a few heals off. The mage gets bopped because they're extremely just only trying to go for a kill here. They don't want anything else but the kill, or they know they're going to lose, because we have enough pressure now once the bop goes down, because he has no block or bop now. The mage here is about 40%, and I gouge the rogue, who's at about 60% off of my shaman, who's still low. He gets down to about 10-15k, and I just go extremely hard on the lock here. And the rogue's still low as well. But look, my shaman's down to 10k again, and he's in a bomb, but he gets the link off just in time, and they're still extremely low. The rogue just popped cheat death, and the mage is about under 40% as well, and my lock just got a blanket silence on the pally. So we just go extremely hard on the mage. The rogue could have died as well. The rogue dies and the mage dies at about the same time, and we get the win. That was an extreme game. We really couldn't believe we won that one, but RLS can be extremely forgiving if you peel enough and you can turn it around. Let's just take a quick look at the damage. My lock's at about 1,154,000 damage. I'm at about 800,000, whereas their rogue is at over 1 million. Their mage is at over 1 million. Ultimately, we just kept their pally in CCs as long as we could and put them in CC chains while we bursted both down, constant swaps and switches to keep everyone as low as we can and force through as many cooldowns as we can. As you saw there, anything could have been a kill target there between the mage and rogue. Those were all some epic games. I want to say thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, don't forget to thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, thanks for subscribing. Thanks to all my subscribers. I just want to remind you that I was streaming these games as well as frapsing them, and I might be streaming a bit more often now, so if you'd like to check out my stream and possibly follow for some more videos, or more streams rather, then the link will be in the description down below. For my last RLS video, go ahead and click the link in the middle. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.